Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Target for today by Legion War Games, designed by Steven Dixon, Bob Best. It's been a long time since I played, so we're gonna probably stumble through this a little bit, but that's all right. We can do that. This I am flying for the 80th Squadron, the 509th Virtual Bomber Group. You can find that online. Pretty cool setup. I've done it before, but it's been a couple of years since I flew for them with work and health and everything acting up. So don't have to worry about work anymore, and health is stabilized. So let's get back to it. Glad that should be included in water. All right. So they have most everything mapped out for us. Actually, it's pretty cool the way they have it set up. There is our flight map, and as you see the evasions going on down here. We're working our way inwards. We're doing a little support on it now. And everything else is mapped out for us. So everybody in the squadron basically has the same parameters, except that you're going to run into different fighter attacks and stuff like that as the mission goes on. But for the basic parameters will remain the same. So I'm going to try to remember how to play all this. And if I make mistakes, it's going to happen. I have my handy dandy charts and flow charts sitting right here, so I'm ready to go. Um, Taking off. That's an easy one. D10, 7. Take off, okay. See no D. That means we're now airborne over base mission in zone 1, um, which means we are now ready to go into take off, okay. Zone number 2. All right, sequence of play. We're going to start out with the moving. We're going to go to zone number 2. The weather in the zone is already known for us. That is good weather. No, 50% cloud cover. Going to roll for a mission recall. Actually, we're not going to get mission recall because that does not happen with the group that we have. So we do not roll for that. See, that's another thing I forgot. So we're just going to go ahead and put ends in there all the way across. And mechanical failures we do roll for. Every plane's going to be different. So D100 on this one, we got a 95. Mission continues, no problem. We're going to put no mission failures on that, mechanical failures on that one. There are no contrails. They're decided as a group. It would not make sense to have one plane have contrails and another not. And then we're going to go check for German resistance in the zone. German resistance in this zone is um, none. And so we have no German resistance. We will go to crew movement, which we don't need to move. It'll be easier if I do this over in here. Mechanical failure, none. Formation, we're in formation. We're not below 10,000 feet. There is no German resistance level. We have no German fighters. And escorts are good. No fighters removed. No fighter attacks. No evasive action taken. Black level is none. And there is nothing special to note, so we are going to move into zone number 3. Okay, in zone number 3, we are going to check the weather, which is 50% again, cloud cover. No mission recall, mechanical failure, D100. 72, there's going to be no mechanical failure. Contrails, none. We are still in formation. Be cavalier about that formation, in and out of formation too, but I'm pretty sure we only fall out when you go below a certain level or you'll start losing engines. Let me pause this and double check it because I don't like pretty sures. I shall return. Yes, that's just rolled on as part of the chart, so I don't have to worry about that yet. We're not out of formation unless we go below 10,000 feet or get a waist hit or a nose hit or a empty Bombay hit. Full Bombay hits, you're permanently out of formation. We're not below 10,000 feet. German Air Force resistance level is none. No German fighters. We have good escort levels. Nothing. We can't do evasive as long as we're in formation. And there is no flak at this. Oh, come on. I'm hitting the wrong buttons. I'm no typist. Those of you that watch my videos, those 2 or 3 of you that do, you know I'm not a typist. So we are ready to move into the next zone. Zone number 4. In zone number 4, we're still over England. 50% cloud cover, no mission recall. We're going to roll from mechanical failure. We get a 79. There will be no mechanical failure. Oh, come on. I keep hitting the control button. That is so stupid. Contrails, none. We are in formation. We are not below 10,000 feet. There is no German resistance. 0 fighters. Guess I'm putting no down. I'll keep putting no down. We still have good fighter coverage, and we have no fighters driven away, no fighter attacks, no evasive action, and no flak. On to zone number 5, getting closer to the zone. We are now over water, 50% cloud cover, no mission recall, mechanical failure 26 is no mechanical failure. We would need a 3 or less to have a mechanical failure. Been a while since I played, so I don't have it on the top of my head. So we have no mechanical failure. We can put a no there. No contrails. We are still in formation. We are not below 10,000 feet. There's still no German resistance. No German fighters. Good fighter coverage. 0. They are definitely waiting for us to leave our coverage. And there is absolutely no flak yet. All right. Zone 6. And I should be doing my paperwork here. Zone 1 out. Inbound. I remember how to do this. Don't remember how I used to fill out my sheets. Outbound and then inbound. Okay. And I was putting nothing on there. I'll not put anything in until we reach a zone that has something then. All right, we are in zone 6. 50% cloud cover, still no mission recall. We're going to roll for mechanical failure. 35 will be no mechanical failure. No contrails. We are still in formation. We did not drop out. We're still above 10,000 feet. There is a light German resistance. So we will go to the German resistance. I'm going to go ahead and put this over here. Combat tables. German fighter resistance level in the zone. We have light. Number of German fighter waves. Get my handy dandy piece over here. Waves. Roll a d10 and we are light. 9. That is not good. Light is going to be goes down to 8. It is not the target zone. We are in the middle, goes down to 7. So that's going to be 1 wave. That's not horrible. We can deal with that. better deal with it. One fighter wave. We have fair friendly resistance, so we're going to go to. Actually, we're going to roll up the 509th North Africa. We're not in North Africa. I wonder if they have a. Oh, I'm going to have to pause this to check. We're no longer in North Africa. I got to see if we're using the standard chart for this campaign or not. I shall return. All right, I don't see it, so we're going to go ahead and use this one for right now. We are in August of 44, so we're going to go ahead and use this one. Light resistance, going to roll 2d6. 26 is going to be nothing. Random event, no attacks. Random event, no attack. We're going to roll a d6. 1 to 6, random event. By 3d, we get a random event. I hate random events. 9, bad Luftwaffe communications, D. Remove one fighter of your choice from each wave for the remainder of the mission. That's not bad. Why do I hate them? A second roll of this event cancels its effects. A third respect, it just flip flops back and forth. So let's go ahead and mark that down there. Bad Luftwaffe communication. This is zone number 6. Random event 9. Bad Luftwaffe com. And we'll just abbreviate that because I can't type. As you see, I can't type. Bad Luftwaffe, not Luftwaffe. All right. So we will go ahead and put random event down here. No fighter attacks. No evasive action. No flak. Nothing special. We're going to go into zone number 7, getting closer to the target. We are in over water and over France. We are encountering haze. There is no mission recall. Mechanical failure will be 34. No mechanical failure. Remember, right, we don't roll for mechanical failure on the way back. Of course, I remember, if I remember right, I will be right back as I check rolls a lot. Yeah, that's mission recall. That doesn't get rolled after that. So, okay, mechanical failures all the way. But I don't it makes sense to me. I don't know why I was thinking otherwise. Um, Contrails, no contrails. We are still in formation. We haven't wigged, we haven't wagged. We are above 10,000 feet. There's light German resistance again, so we're going to go ahead and roll for that. Back in combat. German fighter waves. D10. Cheat on again. No, we got a 1 again, so that's going to be 1 goes down to 0. We are in zone 7. We're not in the target zone, so we stay at 0. Our middle is really 0, so we're going to have absolutely no waves of Germans, which is probably good. Give me a nice cake mission to get my brain back into the game and get my. And we got light flak here. Um, After all combat, determine flak. So now we determine the flak. And there is light flak because of coastal batteries. This is a rare instance where there is flak, and it doesn't usually show up in the game except over the base. But the good thing about playing our campaign is that they include coastal batteries and stuff where it was heavy flak. So we've got to deal with flak, and I like that better. Kind of reminds me of playing 50 Mission Crush and everything. I don't mind having some flak in there. Anyway, we got to find flak now. Target. I think it's in the target one because you don't normally have it. Flak over target. We have light flak. Flak to hit the bomber. We're going to roll one time. Light. Light flak 3 times. Actually, it says one time on our sheet here. Read it again just to make sure I'm playing it right. I lost my mission page too. Mission Brest, France, 83. Times 1. It says times 1, so we're only going to roll once in there. And, oops, and we get a 9er, which is a miss. So I'm going to put a little 0, and we got no effect on that. So we're going to go ahead and move into the primary target zone. Primary target zone. We know the target weather is good. Actually, it says good, and then it says later haze. I think it is haze, so I went with the haze. Target visibility on 6-1. Roll d6, 5. Target's mostly obscured. Great. Love that. Mostly obscured, so we're going to put mostly down on our don't remember. I don't think we have to roll for that in the campaign. I do not remember. And it would help if I read through all the slightly. Okay, that's what I used to do, slightly and then manually. And I think they may actually say that. Yeah, slightly obscured. There we go. They do have it in there. See, they thought of everything. I just don't remember things. So we are slightly obscured. We don't need to roll for that. And we are bombing manually. I was going to say, it makes sense that everybody would have to be the same obscure. So, okay, now we're going to go to mechanical failure. No mechanical failure. No contrails. Oh, there we go again. I'd say I'll get my act together, but we know that's not going to happen. We're still in position, in formation. We're not below 10,000 feet. There is light German resistance again. So we're going to roll for the German waves. And we roll a 6. Goes down to a 5. Goes up to a 6. Goes down to a 5. We have one wave. And we have poor coverage. So let's roll for a wave first. 44. And we roll a 13. ME 110, 130 level. And this is zone 8. All right, and then we got to see if that is driven away or not. 130 level. All right, and we got to look to see if, campaign, no, that's the next one. Driven off by friendlies, we have poor. We roll 2d6. We have 10, 1. One's driven off from the first wave, and that's all we needed. We got one driven off by the first wave. I know it's not exciting for you guys, but it is what it is. No fighter attacks then. Put driven off down here. We go to flak, rolling 3 times on the medium chart. We have medium flak in the zone, no evasive action, and 3 times on flak. Medium. First roll is a 4, miss. Second roll is an 8, miss. Third roll is a 6, a miss. We get through the flak with no, that was not zone 9, Greg. That was zone 8. Zone 8 outbound. Black misses. Going to drop bombs on target, I think, is next. Yep, bomb run, table 6-6. Roll 2d6, we get a 6. We are in formation manually, so we don't get that out of formation and bombing manually. We are in formation. We don't get that -2. No evasive action. Less than 5 missions, we get the -1. So that takes us to a 5. Going to be on target, which is good. I like on target. And bombing accuracy on 5. We got a 40% on. That's not bad. 40% on target. All right, and then we are going to go ahead and determine additional flak on the outbound. According to our sheet, there is none. Because we are now over water. So we don't have to roll for flak on the outbound. So on the outbound, then we're going to have get my handy dandy chart here and make sure I'm doing this right. Turn around and head for home. We check for German resistance. We don't have to check again for mechanical failure. You only do that once per zone. So we're checking for German resistance on the way back. Turn around. Brown eyes or blue eyes. And German resistance then. So we're going to check for German resistance, and we have. Go ahead and put a no on that one. We are still in formation. German resistance is still light. Number of waves. D10, 9. -1 is 8. We are still in the designated target zone. Goes up to 9. Goes down to 8. We're going to have 2 waves to deal with this time. Don't think we're going to get out of this one scot-free. And we're going to go ahead and roll for the planes. And that is light resistance. First wave is going to be 26, which is going to be a random event or no attack. 4 is going to be another random event. So let's go do our paperwork here. Zone 8 inbound. We're headed home. Wave 1, random event. And that random event is going to be 5. Aggressive little friends. Add 1 column to the right on table 5-4 for the remainder of mission. Poor becomes fair. Fair becomes good. B and J. Reroll. We get it again. Okay. So we actually going to get better. So that's going to go from poor to fair. Fair and good. I don't think good gets any better. No, can't get any better than that. So we're going to reap that. That's going to be aggressive friends. So for the remainder of mission, we've already adjusted for that. We're going to roll for our fighter cover, then 8. Fair cover is going to be 1 plane out of the first and 0 out of the second. Okay, yep. So we're going to have to deal with second wave all on our own. Wave number 2 is going to be 3B 12. None. C. Fighters driven off by other bombers. Re-roll without a formation. We got none. Wow. Well, got out of that one. No fighters removed. No fighter attacks. No evasive action. No flak level as per our um, mission report. We go to 7. On the way back, homeward bound leg, we are over water again, 50% cloud coverage, no mission recall. We're going to roll for our mechanical failures. We have no mechanical failures. We are still in formation. And we're going to check. We have light German resistance again, so we're going to go ahead and check for the waves. And we roll a 4. Goes down to a 3. Goes down to a 2. That's going to be 0. Cake mission. Don't say that yet. We're not home yet. 0 fighters, 0 driven off, 0 attacks, 0 evasive action, no flak. We move to zone 6. In zone 6, we are over water. We have haze, no mission recall. We roll for our mechanical failures. We have none. We are still in formation. There is no contrails, not below 10,000 feet. No German resistance in this zone. Number of German fighters then will be 0, 0, 0, 0, and no. All right, move into zone 5. Zone number 5, we are over England and water, 50% cloud cover. Mission recall is none. We don't roll for that on the way back anyway, but 63 means we have absolutely no mechanical failures again. Contrails, we are still in formation. Below 10,000 feet. Nope, we got German resistance to roll for again, so we're going to go ahead and roll for the waves of Germans. We get a 3, goes down to a 2, goes down to a 1. That's again going to be 0. So we're going to put 0 there. We had good fighter coverage, so even if they did, we probably would be covered. We're going to go check back into zone 4 now. We are over England, 50% cloud cover, no mission recall, mechanical failure, none. No contrails. We're still in formation. We're above 10,000 feet. There's light German resistance. Number of fighters. We roll a 0, which 0 is a 10 in this one, which is going to be hard to avoid. It's going to go down to an 8, which is going to give us 2 waves, catching us late. 2 waves, so that's going to be zone 4 inbound. And wave 1, wave 2. Wave 1 is going to be 64. Why do I not like that one? 2 FW190s, and we got a J on that. Okay, no. 64. So we got 2 FW190s, 12 level, and vertical dive. And one cannot be removed by escort fighters. So we got 2 FW190s. All right, we got 12 level. And we have vertical dive. Got that a little bit easier to see it. And for our second wave, so I know what I'm doing and I don't have to roll again. It's going to be 56. That's going to be a random event. No attack. That'll be a no attack. So 2 FW190s. One's at 12 o'clock level, and the other is in vertical dive. Okay. We get to see who gets driven off. We have good coverage here, but that one cannot be driven off. That's 7. That's going to be 2 of them driven off, but we can only have 1 driven off, so we're going to have to face the vertical dive. 1 driven off. There's going to be 1, maybe 1 fighter attack. Got to go through this. Defensive fire. Defensive fire. D17. We have this guy's driven off. And I forgot to take him. He returned to deck too. Loading up my sky there. Vertical dive, we have a top turret and the radio room on the V17G. Rule 1053. Let me look that rule up real quick. 1053. See if we can get him or not. I think we're in an early version. Says we can go ahead and fire. We're going to go ahead and see if we can fire vertical dive. Actually, they have special rules on our web page for that too. Special rules for the G's. Mandatory rules index G's. Jet turret. Doesn't see anything there. Doesn't say anything there. All right. So I'm going to say that we can fire at them because I assume we have a light, and I don't have my reticles out. Usually I put all of them out and keep them out. These are all the nice counters that ID Jester made up. Not right cheek, not right waist. This is right waist and tail gunner. All right, so we're going to be able to put our top turret in the radio room on him. So I'm going to put both of them down here. All right, now we go to German fighter pilot skill. 6 is going to be an ace. Of course he is. Bomber defensive fire resolution. We will go with the radio turret first. Radio says we have yellow, which is a single gun. And we roll 2d6 on that. That's going to be a 5, not going to be good enough. -3 goes down to a 2. Goes down to a 1. Yeah, needless to say, that is a miss. Fighter attacks normally. All right, so our radio is done. And we're going to have our top turret. And he rolls a 6. Goes down to a 3. Goes down to a 2. It is a power turret, I believe. +1 goes up to a 3. Yes. Doesn't matter. It's not going to be enough. I can tell that already. 3. Oh, these are negatives. Can only make it worse. Yep, we're going to miss. So he's going to come in and attack us normally. Go ahead and knock off radio room and top turret. First shots of the game. And he's going to come in and attack us. And German offensive fire coming in from the vertical dive. We're going to roll a 2d6. We get a 4. He is ace, goes up to 5. That's going to miss. And misses. Oh boy, all of a sudden I don't remember squat. Second, third round attacks. If they miss, they come back for another. You got to roll for that. I'm pretty sure of it. Attack 1 is a miss. All right, and let's see here. Trying to remember everything. Ah, boy, I suck. I'll be right back while I get my head out of my ass here. I'll be right back. All right, they attack again. If they hit, he missed, so he is going to go home. We can go ahead and return him to the deck. And there is no other Germans, so we got 1 attack against us, no damage, no evasive action, no flak. Move to zone number 3. Zone number 3, we're over England, 50% cloud cover, no mission recall. We roll for a mechanical failure. 41 is nothing. We are not below 10,000 feet. Oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves. There are no contrails. We are still in formation. We're above 10,000 feet. There is no German resistance level. There's going to be 0 fighters. We're going to go ahead and put zeros all the way down here. No flak. unless we got our own guys firing at us. And we're going to move to Zone 2. Zone 2, the only thing we're going to do here is check for mechanical failure again, I believe. Yes, we're over England again, 50% cloud cover. Checking for mechanical failure, 69 is going to be a no. We have information, no German attacks, because there's no German resistance. And we are going to attempt to land next then. All right, so let's go to landing. We're coming in over England. We're going to roll for our landing, which is 2, not very good. Fortunately, we don't have any damage or anything. Even if the weather was bad or something, we would have crashed. But no, we're going to be seriously lucky here. We have no damage, absolutely no damage, and we rolled a 2. So we are crew safe. All right, that is going to be it. That is our mission. It was absolutely a cake mission. We only had the one guy come in and fire at us. We landed safe in at home, and I will do my write up. Thanks for everybody for joining me. This is Target for Today by Legion Games, and it has been a long time since I played this, so I am quite rusty. Thanks everybody for joining me. We will see you guys on next time, and have a great day.